Stop making you wanna move. Hey, Washington, stand up. Hometown, stand up. Let's get it. Yeah. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ifia and I am the food blogger behind Eats with Ifia, where I share plant-based friendly West African dishes as well as just my life in general. Today I have a special video for you all. We are doing a pantry, oh my hair. We are doing a pantry haul. My hair does not want to collaborate. We're doing a pantry haul. I know a lot of people have asked, oh, what kind of ingredients should I have in my pantry? What kind of stuff do I need? I want to see what you have in your pantry. And I'm here to show that I don't think anyone needs a pantry as extensive as I do. I love to cook. I love the ability to cook from foods from different parts of the world. And so I have a pantry that reflects my cooking ambitions. So I'm going to show you everything I do, and I'm also doing some restocking. So all of that is going to be in this video, so you better keep watching. We are starting with some of my dried goods. So up here, sorry for my vents being really loud. Up here we have like my canned, like shelf stable stuff. So I usually keep like canned tomato paste, canned tomato sauces up here. My plant-based evaporated milks are up here. We also tried to put pasta in here, so you'll see behind there's like a box of pasta and boxed milk. So the brand sent me this and I needed to put it somewhere, so that's what I have here. I have some of this stuff I really need to use up, like these. This has been here since last year. The Omni tuna I just purchased. I also keep like tahini here, and then there is a bunch of other stuff and like palm nut cream here. And then here is where I have my spices. So I have my spices in two separate places. I like to keep like more of the bulk spices here, that like if I have leftovers I'll keep them here, and then I will refill them into my tinier spice jars, which I will show you soon. In here it's usually fuller than this. I have some that I've put down here, and I'm also restocking a bunch, but usually I have like a lot of the spices I use in bulk. So we have cloves, this is star anise. I got a lot of these spices in Ghana, but you can get a lot of them here too. This is prekese, Aden fruit, some wachi leaves, I'm going to restock that, some fenugreek seeds, and then we have some cardamom up here, and then in the back is what we call itieja, which is like a herb, and then I have a ton of cumin and then a ton of cloves, and then this is African bird's eye chili in tree. We call it miswa. They are kind of like Thai bird's eye chilies, but they're very small and they're very spicy. So we have some cardamom at the back here, and then I have some dried chilies I got from the Asian store, so it's slightly different flavors. And then at the back I also have some dried mushrooms, seeds. I have a lot of anise seeds, some dried onions and garlic, and some country onions. I also have some MSG behind here, which I rarely use, but it's always nice to have, and then some nutritional yeast. And then if a brand sends me stuff, so like Poke Spice, they send me some of their jollof rice seasoning, as well as Ekaterra. I keep them here. If you don't want to invest in all of this, these brands, Ekaterra, Poke Spice, and even like Essie Spice, they have a lot of pre-made spice mixes that are very good for people who are interested in cooking African food. We are on the next set. This is the pièce de la résistance, and this is where I keep other dry ingredients. So up here we have all of my grains. I'm gonna move this up here, but basically we have grains I use a lot. Pearl millet, I use it to make fermented porridge, fermented drinks. Sorghum, I got a lot of them. I also use to make these together, and I want to experiment more with adding these to like my baked goods and stuff like that, pancakes. And then I have fermented rice at the back. This is ofada rice. I like to mix it with like my indigenous West African rice. And then we have some bambara beans. I have a lot of bambara beans. And then at the top is like lima beans. And these are traditional Ghanaian lima beans. They take a while to cook. And then we have some pigeon peas here, also known as Congo peas. Kidney beans, I just transferred into this container because I have used a ton. Oh my God.
A few moments later.
Let's keep going. So these are where my beans are. And then we have some more bambara beans and some lentils. And then this is kind of where we transition into the flour. So I have some oat flour, my sister's tempura mix. This is cornmeal. And then I always cut, this is a random, I needed somewhere to put it, but I was sent these noodles. But this is where I keep like my swallow flours. So we have cassava, ugali, fufu, and then this is for my sourdough, so the white rice flour and the rye. And then I also have some Chinese vinegars here. I use that for stir fries. So those are the flours and seeds. And then down here is stuff that I reach for a lot. So like my breakfast stuff. Like we have a lot of nuts and seeds here, some granola, all of like my pumpkin seeds, some pine nuts my mom had and she gave me, some psyllium husk, and then some flour porridges. So we have Tom Brown here, but I think that's homemade Hausa cocoa. I labeled it wrong. And then some hemp seeds and some takri. So a few of these things, I think most of them I actually get like bulk with the jars. I'll go to Bulk Bar and I'll purchase them, but sometimes I like to also transfer them into jars because they keep safer. And then I also have some seeds I cook with. So up here we have egusi, and then we have rere, which are melon seeds, and then this is going to go up there. I'm storing them, and I will give it a good wash and dry it. So yeah, and then yeah, that's about it. I have some snacks. And so this is this side of the pantry. And then this is the tea pantry. So I have a lot of loose leaf teas. To be very honest with you, I go through phases. I need to drink more of them. I used to get a lot of like lemon balm, peppermint, holy basil. I think I have some here. For allergies, but my allergy prescription has been doing wonders, so I don't use them anymore. But I have like lemon balm, raspberry leaf, I get some lavender. We try some like green tea. We go to this tea shop in Yorkville, and that's where we get a lot of our dried teas. Like this is chamomile, lavender, osmanthus, I believe, and I have some osmanthus left in here. And then we have matcha. I have some spices I was sent, and also some like chai from a PR package. And then behind that, we actually have all our coffees at the back. So this is actually an espresso powder right here. And then we keep all of our tea bags in this container. It's pretty simple. So that is the tea section. And then here we have some baking goods. So we have our cacao powder. My sister keeps some of her milk powders in here, obviously not vegan, so not for me. And then we have some nut butter jars. So I have almond butter, I have sesame seed, and then I have another nut mix. I try to not eat as much peanut butter, even though I have some here, and I try alternatives. And then we have some sugar. So this is regular sugar and that's powdered sugar. And randomly we have some chili powder and black sesame seeds at the back because that's the only place we could find to keep them. And then these are the spices. So I've taken some of the spices out because I'm going to refill them. So these are like my day-to-day spices. I haven't really organized them according to theme. So yeah, they're according to just how I can better fit them. Some of them have been sent, you know, and I've reused, repurposed some of my jars to store other things. And some of them I haven't labeled because, to be very honest with you, when I pull it out, I know exactly what this is. I know that this is cumin powder, and I know that this is grains of paradise, and then I know that this is grains of psyllium that's been grounded. So like, I don't need to label all of them. Like this I know is garlic powder. So this is a system that works, and I share this with my sister, but it's mainly my spices.
It's just open my chicken. I make sure that they stay so it doesn't get jumbled.
Yeah, but I'm going to put. I'm filling some stuff. Anyway.
So far they frosted.
Yeah, they roasted. Yeah. So that has. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, everything here is nice and airtight, so that we don't get infestations and smells are contained. So yeah, I just sent a bunch of things, and on a regular basis, like I would break down some of my jars, and I'll remix and put stuff where, like, to optimize space. So we're going to do that now, and then I will show you the rest of the stuff. I still have a few more things to show you. So I have this. I have these spices. I have more spices I bought. I gotta use them up. And some tiger nut and some more spices. I think I have somewhere I can put these. I don't have anywhere to put these, so they're all gonna go in. I'll put this here. Down here we have our rice. We keep our rice in here. And then I also have some Ghana rice, fonio, and black rice. And we keep our onions and potatoes here. I don't know if this is the right way to keep it, but this is how it works for us. I have finally reorganized the top. So everything now has its own place. And I have also reorganized the spices on the top, so I was able to fit in the cascatelli. So down here I've basically given everything its home, and I've also refilled a bunch of stuff, and I've also made sure to put the things that I might use closer to the front, and then the things I'm not going to use towards the back. But I'm always going to be reshuffling this area. Down here we have some baking flours. So behind this we have some of my other flours. So we have corn flours. We have 2 different corn flours. I believe that's gari. And then I have my brown teff, my white teff, gluten-free flour, fonio flour, sorghum flour. I believe this is cake flour, and more different types of gluten-free flours here. And I think this is also millet flour. And then this used to have whole wheat flour in here, but it's all used up. This is all purpose. It's like a giant tub. And then this is bread flour. And so that is where all our flours stay. And then lastly, we have some miscellaneous. So my sister bakes a bunch of stuff, so we put that here. I was sent some milk, so that's still here. And I think I have corn flour here too. And then like some random mixes, so some spices. This is, I think one is sense leaf, one is ugu. And then some rice mix. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is just baking supplies. So that is pretty much my entire pantry. I hope you found this informative and interesting. Please let me know if you have any other questions, or if there's specific ingredients that you would like me to focus on, and I'll be happy to do a dedicated video. Aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this type of video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.